Hey, folks, really, there is no need for any kind of an extensive introduction. All one needs to say it's the first family of football, the Manning brothers, Peyton and Eli Manning, and we are thrilled to have them here on the program today. Eli, I'm going to start with you. Look, he's your brother, lifelong, the whole 9 yards. Why did you decide to go in TV with him? I mean, who's the better actor, you or Eli or Peyton?
I had a lot to learn from him. He's been in so many commercials. I figured I could learn a lot from him. But I think it's really just because I don't get to see him that often. He lives in Denver. I live in New Jersey. We have our separate lives. We got young kids, so this kind of guaranteed me. I got 10 Mondays where I get to sit on the couch, watch football with my big brother, and I can make fun of them a little bit, and they're going to pay me. Like, how do you get better than that? I mean, it's a win-win situation.
Hey, one thing I've learned in TV, I won't need to set Peyton up at all. Peyton, you take it any way you want off of that comment from your brother.
Well, JB, it's been a lot of fun. And when we met with the folks at ESPN, I think it was Eli that said, okay, wait a minute, let me get this straight. You want to pay me to watch football with my brother from my couch? He's like, I know I went to Ole Miss, but I'm smart enough to know that sounds like a good deal. Okay, I'll take it. And I mean, we have laughed a lot. And Eli's exactly right. I mean, obviously, when you're playing, you hardly ever get to see each other. A couple times in the off season, maybe talk, once, maybe twice a week. And then, obviously, in this second chapter for me, Eli's still playing. And now you stop playing and you get busy being a dad and just kind of this second chapter. So every week we have spent time together. We leave each other a lot of voice messages, JB, with like our thoughts on the Cowboys, our thoughts on the Eagles. That's kind of how we communicate during the week. Eli gets about 4 20-minute voice memos from me, I'd say a week, with a lot of useless information in there. But Mondays are fun. I think you can tell we're laughing a lot and really enjoying ourselves.
Eli, why would Peyton be any different in TV than he was as a player? 4 20-minute messages. The only thing I continue to hear about from my good friend and, of course, his coach and friend as well, Tony Dungy, but every other coach or player who's worked with him, he's buttoned up, he's thorough, he's got it down. I mean, do you get a little bit tired of Peyton being that buttoned up and just get loose?
I think no, I don't get tired of it. I love the preparation. I love voice memos. My wife's a little bit surprised by him because I sit at my desk, I play him out loud, I write notes. He's like, "Where?" I hear Peyton. Where is he? What is he doing? Like, why is he talking so much? And as you can imagine, yeah, I get 4 20-minute voice memos from him, and I send him like 2 3-minute voice messages. So, I don't know why. His are mostly filled with ums and you knows. That probably takes like 10 minutes of each one out just by that part. But, it's great. I love the information. I love just to see, he's an idea guy and, hey, what we want to show, what can we get to? Hey, how can we get this, this play on and showing this? So, he kind of goes all out. We gotta kind of just bring it down a little bit. We gotta just kind of rail it in a little bit, some of the ideas, and just say, hey, we don't have that much time to let you talk for 10 minutes on the show, analyzing and breaking down this complete defense. We gotta get it in 25 seconds or less. Like, how are we gonna do that, Peyton?
I'm going to start with you first, Peyton, and Eli, give you a second to think about it. Some of the fun moments, Peyton.
Yeah, the common theme, JB, all of our guests, they have to love football. That is the number one criteria. And what's been awesome, aside from, the Tom Brady's and the Russell Wilsons and Aaron Rodgers, is people like Snoop Dogg, right? Condoleezza Rice, people that just love football, David Letterman, right? And they all have their favorite teams, and they grew up around it. They all have a story, and to kind of bring that out in them is awesome. Bill Cowher, I mean, if his passion for football doesn't just jump out at you, 1 minute into the conversation, something's wrong with you. So, I think Marshawn Lynch kind of talking about his pregame routine, a little different than, than other people's pregame routines. Most people drink Gatorade. Marshawn used to drink a few other things. I think that's raw. It's authentic. It's real. I think Snoop Dogg saying that he wanted to join our family. He wanted to be a Manning with me and Eli and Cooper. I couldn't stop laughing at that. When Eli said, Snoop, you and I are speaking the same language, I almost lost it. I said, okay, Eli, calm down, come back to your lane. Okay, Snoop is on a way different level than you are. So those are a couple that jump out to me. But, the passion for these fans, Phil Mickelson probably knew more about the 49ers than Eli and I did. Phil knew where their left guard went to college and what his 40 time was at the combine. I love that, right? I love that a golfer cares that much about football. And that's been fun. The other unique thing, JB, and you would certainly know this in your world, it's been nice to kind of have other people from other TV networks come and sit down with us and talk football, right? Bill Cowher, CBS, Al Michaels, NBC, Joe Buck, Fox. That's not always the case, right? Obviously, networks compete, and, our venue is just a place to sit down and talk football. And that's been really cool to kind of see that happen.
Eli, I think you could hang with Snoop Dogg no matter what Peyton has to say, but give me your thoughts on the fun guests you've had.
Well, I appreciate Peyton, you asking him who his favorite guest was, and he went on to mention every single guest that we had on the show. So I think he only left Jon Stewart or Commissioner Goodell of who I could talk about, of who my favorite was. So thank you for that, Peyton. But, I think definitely and both of them were great. Jon Stewart was hilarious. Commissioner Goodell, he was maybe my favorite because he took a shot at Peyton and asking about his makeup artist and why he was the only one getting makeup done. But and then obviously with I thought Snoop Dogg and I got a Death Row Records chain out of it. It gave me a birthday present. Snoop gave me a birthday present. Peyton did not give me a birthday present. So I think maybe Snoop is a better family member and be a better brother than Peyton. But it's been everybody has been so much fun. It's fun just to see their love of football and to see even if they weren't players, just how much football means to them. Watching games, whether they played football as a youngster, the way they root, they have their home team that you never leave, and you get a guy who, hey, he grew up in a certain place. That's his team. He knows them. He knows all the players back from the 70s or 80s when he was a kid. He might be living anywhere right now, but he's still loyal to that home team. That's a great thing about football is it always kind of brings you back home, brings you together with your community of where you're originally from, and you get those diehard fans, which makes it so fun to get to hear that from some of these people that you didn't really know.
Both of you guys share the Bart Starr Award as well. You guys cover the realm of what you do so well, so meaningfully for everybody. Eli, first, talk about what the Bart Starr Award meant to you, followed up by Peyton, please.
Yeah, it's such a great award, and obviously it goes to not just what you do on the field, but off the field and being involved in your community. I got to meet Bart Starr a long time ago when I was in college. I won Charlie Connerly Award, and Bart Starr was kind of the presenter and the speaker that night, and it was a great thrill for me just to meet one of those guys. I never really got to see him play, but he was one of those guys my dad always talked about, and you heard the stories. But just what a great person off the field. Always you could tell he cared for his fans. I've heard the stories about him always signing autographs, sending autographs back to kids, what he did off the field, but also what a tremendous player. So the year I won it, he had just passed and did not get to see him again. But just what a terrific person. It was a great honor to win that award, to share it with Peyton as well, an award that he had won. So it's such a important part of the NFL community, and I think so many of the players, unfortunately, a lot of times you read about the things that the mistakes that NFL players make. That's what makes the paper. But there are so many good players that are doing great things in their community. They are giving back. They are setting an example. They are great role models for these kids. Unfortunately, those good works don't always make the headlines in the front page of papers the stories on the sports shows. But there really are a lot of good people, and I think it's great that Bart Starr, the NFL, are highlighting those good works.
Peyton, please.
Well said by Eli, JB, and first off, I just want to thank all the people that support this breakfast. I mean, this is a Super Bowl staple. This is just like the team picture that the teams take, just like media days. Those are staples. The Bart Starr Super Bowl breakfast is a staple. So I commend everyone for supporting it. Eli and I were both so honored to join this distinguished list of previous winners. Look, Bart Starr wins the first 2 Super Bowls for the Green Bay Packers, right? I mean, it doesn't get any bigger than that. Yet he's probably more well known for the person that he was off the field, besides just being this incredible Hall of Fame quarterback, great leader, Vince Lombardi's guy. And so to echo Eli's comments, the fact that y'all recognize someone for their works off the field every single year, that's not why people are doing good things in order to receive an award. But when you recognize them, it motivates players to go back and do even more. Because like Eli said, people are doing some incredible things. You can only pick one winner each year. You probably could pick 25 each year, maybe 32. There's one on each team that is absolutely just kicking butt out there in the community. And Tony Dungy always told us, JB, for the Colts, you mentioned him earlier, he said, hey, on your off day, don't be coming in here watching film, lifting weights all day. Do that in the morning, then get out and go make Indianapolis a better place to live. It's almost like all NFL players have heard that message. They are doing it. And the fact that y'all are recognizing their good works, it's really a home run. So keep it up. And like I said, Eli and I are just kind of honored to be a part of the team.
Eli, in this closing minute, I know one thing about Peyton, having worked with him over the years. He doesn't like surprises. This is not my surprise. I'm yielding to whoever it is that they're telling me is a surprise now, because we need to get Peyton out of here in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Eli will give us another 30 seconds. But what's the surprise, fellas? I'm waiting for it. The folks who are running this show, what are we doing?
All right.
Russell, you can take it. Russell, you go any way you want, Russell. Go ahead.
What's up, Russell?
Well, listen, first of all, just to be on this call with you guys, man, it's such an honor. I know Peyton doesn't like his surprises, but I figured I might as well hop on here and hop on here with 3 legends, man. I'm grateful for you guys and what you guys mean to the game, what you guys mean to society and culture, and just how you've impacted my own life. I've looked up to every one of you guys, all the way back to Manning Pass Academy when I was down in Louisiana back in the day. I got to be inspired by you guys, and just want to say thank you, and super grateful for y'all's character.
Well, thanks, Russell. JB, Russell's a perfect example of a guy that's doing it on the field every single Sunday, but doing it off the field as well. You can do both. You can balance your time, manage your priorities, and both things you can do well. So thank you, Russell. Really appreciate that.
Eli, I'll let you say something to him, because Russell is the 2022 Bart Starr Award winner.
Awesome.
Eli, let me have you close it out. Go ahead.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, Russell. No one deserves it more, just for your on the field play and what you do off the field. Also, your faith, and I know you're strong in that. JB, I remember you come talking to us, before a Giants game, Bart Chapel. So I know that's important to you. But Russell, all the respect in the world for you, for how you're doing it and what you are as a person. And as we all know, that's the most important thing. It's how you treat people, how you treat your teammates, how you are as a person on and off the field, and you're doing that better than anybody. So congratulations on this award, well deserved.
Well, first of all, Eli, I appreciate you guys.
Bart Starr would be proud.
Yeah, thank you guys. I got to talk to Cherry the other day, and just, Guy's been faithful. He's been faithful. All things are possible through him. And I'm just grateful that I've gotten to be around some amazing leaders. Eli, I'm not sure if you remember, but it was my rookie Pro Bowl, and I got to be around you, and just being near the huddle around you was a special gift. And obviously, Peyton, to be around you too as well all the times, and I had people to look up to. JB, I've been able to sit down and have some amazing interviews with you talking about success. how do you balance success, life, and community, and also faith, and and also leadership. I think to be able to do it all, it's all because of God's grace, and I'm grateful for that for sure.
Well, you know what? And maybe we'll have another opportunity to expand on that. But I've heard so many stories from Coach Dungy about Peyton, who may not have embraced family things, he said, because he was so focused on getting things executed on the field. But then he goes to Denver and he's copying some of the same things Tony Dungy told him about having family on the field. And then Eli, I got a chance to speak to the Giants at chapel service. Russell, the first person there in the first chair up front was Eli Manning, and that was very special to me. Now, they didn't invite me back, much like Peyton didn't invite me back to do any more commercials with him, so I might need to improve a little bit, but I am working at it. Hey, Eli and Peyton, to be attendant to the time, thank you both. Congratulations and continued success with what you're doing in TV.
Thanks a lot, JB.
Congratulations, Russell. Thank y'all.
Congrats, guys. Thank you guys so much for all the inspiration.
Thanks, pal.
God bless you guys.